All right, so in this video, I'm going to do a couple more examples for you. So if you look at number 3, you can see that there are no parentheses, but I still have to follow, I can still follow these steps. If I could get my stylus to work. D, C, D, and S. All right, well, no distributive, but then I would go to combine like terms. Do I have any like terms to combine? And I do, right here and right here. But also here and here. All right, so let's get our like terms combined. So I have negative 7x minus 3 equals 25. Wonderful. No variable, but I do need, no variable on both sides, but I do need to get to this addition and subtraction step. All right, so what is the opposite of minus 3? Well, I'm going to add 3. But what I do to this side, I need to do to this side so I can keep my teeter-totter in balance. Turns into a 0. 7x equals 28. So now I'm going to do my solving, which means I'm going to multiply or divide. Well, in this case, I'm going to divide. Turns into 1. Got to do it to this side also. Keeps everything in balance. And I end up with negative 4. Just like that. Okay? Let's do another one with combined like terms. So remember, when you're combining like terms, you're either going to look at the left side or the right side. But you're not going to cross them back and forth when you're combining like terms. That's only for inverse operations. So let's look at the left side. Well, I have 2 like terms there, and I have 2 like terms there. So combine your like terms. It makes it a lot simpler to solve. I'm going to have a negative 18x plus 2 equals negative 88. Just like that. So now I'm going to skip to the plus and minus, the number step. I want that constant gone. This is my constant. So I'm going to do the opposite. Minus 2. Minus 2. Okay? So this turns into 0, and I'm left with negative 18 equals negative 90. All right, great. Whoops, I forgot my x. Thank you. And then I'm going to divide by negative 18, negative 18. Okay. X equals 5. Wonderful. Remember, a negative divided by a negative turns into a positive. Now let's do number 6. Number 6 has a fraction here. So remember how to multiply your fractions. So first I'm going to start with distributive. And I'm going to have 1/2 x. And then I need to do 1/2 times 4. Remember, there is a 1 under every number. We just don't write it. So when you multiply fractions, you multiply the top and the bottom. So 4 over 2. Remember, fractions are division problems, which gives me 2. Okay? Plus 2. Plus 6. This just carries down. It's not part of distributive. Equals 68. So now, do I have any like terms? Well, I have a 2 and a 6. All right. So carry down your 1/2 x plus 8 equals 68. So now jump to that addition and subtraction step. So instead of adding 8, you're going to subtract 8. Because now you have a 0. But what you do to the left, you have to do to the right. You have to keep your teeter-totter in balance. 60. So now you have this 1/2 x. You're not going to divide by 1/2. How am I going to turn this 1/2 into 1? How can I do that mathematically? Well, if I multiply by the inverse, in other words, the denominator becomes the numerator, and on both sides, and the numerator becomes the denominator, the reciprocal, then I end up with 2 over 2, which is in fact 1. Okay, so these turn into 1. And if I multiply the left by 2, I have to multiply the right by 2. So I'm going to get 120. Remember, if you're doubting your answer, you can always plug it in. So 1/2, 120 plus 4 plus 6 equals 68. So let's make sure it does. Well, 120 plus 4 is 1/2 times 124. Well, what's 1/2 of 124? 62 plus 6 does in fact equal 68. So I was correct. Okay. All this that I just wrote right here, this is your check. All right. So work on the rest of the problems on this note sheet if you haven't already. If you have any additional questions, please let me know.